we've got April pickups. Yes, first off, let's go with some stuff here from the Walmarts. Now this is stuff I could have technically picked up last month. They were on the shelves, but I didn't. And that is some DVDs. We got Bloody Mary. Wow. Alien Sniper. Apparently it's got some movie included. I don't know. Is there another movie on this? I have no idea. The Leprechaun's Curse. Yeah, Leprechaun horror, you gotta get it, right? And because, you know, Easter coming up, Easter Bunny Massacre. Gotta have some Easter horror. Whatever. The Devil Came Home. And Apparitions. And I also got some packages. More pickups from Nathan Little via the Facebook groups. This is through a Canadian group, if I remember correctly. And I picked up Trilogy of Terror 2 from Kino Lorber. And the double feature of Empire of the Ants and Jaws of Satan. Now, I may have this already, but with a hole punched out of the UPC. I can't remember, but either way, had to upgrade it to get a good copy of it. And yeah, I may have paid a little bit too much for the Kino Lorber title. I may have paid a little bit too much for the Scream Factory title, but I've bought stuff from him before, so I'm kind of okay with it. More stuff to come, I'm sure there is. Let's check it out right now.
April pickups continue with Walmart. Get a package! First off, the package. Packing stuff. And it is my copy of Dragon Knight, a Dragon Reign story. So this is one of the, I guess, the latest from Hex Studios. They've gone into the fantasy. They're doing a fantasy series, so this is their first installment in that. I supported them on their whatever it was, Indiegogo or Kickstarter, whatever they used. I can't remember. To pick that up. So I also have some other stuff that I'm supposed to get. I think I picked up, they had a whole bunch of miniatures or something like that that they made of the characters, so you could use them in D&D and stuff and whatever. So I picked that up. And then I also picked up a bunch of DVDs from Walmart. So we got Monster Python. Oddly enough, Dragon Knight. Yeah. Not the same movie. Right? Dragon Knight, Dragon Knight. How weird is that, right? Whatever. One's a Blu-ray, one's a DVD. Not the same movie, though. We got Incarnation. 13 Fanboy. Notice it kind of has that Friday the 13th looking logo. And finally, Robot Apocalypse. This is from the Asylum. You can almost tell just from the title. But I'm sure there's going to be some more coming up in April at least. So let's check those out right now.
April pickups continue with some purchases and a package. And this is from Vinegar Syndrome, so you know what that is. You've probably seen it on somebody else's video. We're gonna open it up anyways, show you what's going on inside. Technically, I already did. Some bubble wrap here. Bubble wrap. So we got Alien Private Eye, which I don't think I've ever even heard of. I could be wrong, but I mean, maybe I have. I don't know. Alien Private Eye? Maybe I've seen it. I don't know. It does not ring any bells whatsoever. Then we got Flesh Eater, Revenge of the Living Dead. It's that zombie movie made by a zombie. Yeah. So, you know, Night of the Living Dead. You know that zombie right there. Or maybe they have a better. Actually, here. That guy. Remember that guy in Night of the Living Dead? He's kind of like the head zombie, I guess you'd call him. Well, he made a zombie movie. And it's kind of like a Night of the Living Dead type thing. It works with it. It actually goes with it quite well. And then, oh yeah, and oddly enough, did I point that out? 4K. And then, because we needed another, we got Death Wish 2 on 4K. I mean, I don't even think they're the only people putting it out on 4K. I mean, how many releases of Death Wish 2 are there out there between Blu-ray and 4K, etc.? I don't know. Whatever. I'm actually kind of disappointed that Vinegar Syndrome is going back and releasing titles that we already have pretty much on Blu-ray on 4K, and including if they're going to do these 4K, they shouldn't be included in their regular releases, because I mean, would I've gotten this on 4K from them? No. I don't need it in 4K. I don't need Death Wish 2 in 4K. If you're going to do anything and do it 4K, do an entire Death Wish box set, then maybe we'll talk. Right? But whatever. And a couple of things from Waldo Mart. We got a Welgo release. Looks like some horror, actually. The Long Night. So that's interesting. You don't get too much horror from them. And then I broke down and I picked up Dexter New Blood. Leslie's been chomping at the bit wanting to watch this. So, you know what, I figured, whatever, I will grab it, and maybe I'll give it to her for our anniversary, and we can watch it. I don't know. We'll see. Then finally, as you can tell, throat's a little scratchy. That's because we've been, had a sickness going through the house. Everybody's having a sickness going through the house. And one night I had to head out to a pharmacy late at night, and the only one open was Shoppers Drug Mart, and hey, guess what? They have some Blu-rays there. So I picked up Hot Tub Time Machine 2 and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom 3D with the slip there. So yeah. More to come. It's hard to say. I think there will be, because, well, it all depends on if the horror pack shows up in time. Will it? I don't know. If it does, check it out right now. April pickups continue because horror pack and something different, which I'm going to pull out after this. So if you watched the horror pack video, you've obviously seen these. But we got The Final Wish, the horror pack limited edition Blu-ray of Death Cast, which you can hear has come off its thing, so I'm gonna have to open up that. Nicolas Cage in Pay the Ghost. It's an RLJ release. And Full Moon High from Scream Factory. And then something I just learned about, which I picked up from an online store called Super Mega, I think it was called. I think it was called Super Mega. But it's a Canadian magazine for essentially like haunters, haunted houses and stuff like that. And it's called Hauntopolis. So I got issues, all the issues that they have, because it's, well, supplies are, while supplies last. These are professionally done magazines, so it's not like some little zine type thing. And so we got number 1, which includes, let's see, Transworld 2014. That's when it first came out. So it's not, they don't publish it all, often, but I'll give you a little peek inside here. See what it's like. See, this is a full-on magazine. So if you're into magazines, horror magazines and stuff like that, it does have, from what I've got, seen, it's got stuff where you can buy, reviews on that kind of stuff or advertisements for it. It's all, got stuff about haunts, about makeup people. It's got some movie reviews. Standard type of horror magazine type things, but it really does concentrate on haunted houses, haunts, all year long haunts, some that only come around in October, that kind of stuff. People that sell animatronics and masks and stuff like that. So we got number 2 here, which deals with Thornhill Woods Haunted House. Now, Thornhill Woods, I believe, is in Thornhill, which is in Ontario, Canada. And I could be wrong, but I think the guy may be moving. I think this last year may have been his last year that he was doing it. I could be wrong. And we got number 3 here, which I have no idea. It says, he is coming for you whether you've been naughty or nice. So I'm guessing it's maybe the Chamber of Horrors, New York. Excuse me. This is a big one. Number 4. It's got the Monster Bible, the ultimate directory of haunt businesses. Maybe that'd be why it's so big. Okay, yeah, it's got a. Well, honestly, it's not. It's got a few pages about that. All right, so it's again professionally done, and then you get into that haunt directory. So maybe that's why it's a little bit bigger. Problem with a magazine like this was put out in, I don't know what year this was. Does it say? Does it say? Does it say? Doesn't even say, man. So I have no idea when this thing's published, but let's say this is either probably 2015 for this one. So it's been many, many years since that came out. Possibly a lot of those, haunts don't even exist anymore. Maybe some of those companies don't even exist anymore, especially with, the COVID stuff that went around. Who knows what companies exist anymore, right? We got number 5 here, which is its cover story is Horror on the High Seas, the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor Haunt. That's a pretty famous one. Finally got issue number 6 here. Overload. Haunted Overload. It looks like the featured, I don't know. But yeah, I'll give you a little through this, it's like full on magazine, really well done, lots of ads if you want to know about things. I do like the graphic design that they're doing here. This is actually how I like my horror, done up. Oh, it's even got a little lessons on how to do makeup and such like that. And some DIY stuff that people have done. So yeah, I really wish. Yeah, it actually has. I guess you can get a digital edition of it too. But it has, you can order the back issues and stuff like that. So this is all 6 of the issues. But yeah, I have no idea when these come out. They don't. They are what they are. But whatever. It's all good. Will there be any more now that I've got the horror pack? I don't know that there's going to be any more pickups for April, but if there are, they'll be coming up right now. It's the last of the April physical media pickups because I got some package. This is what I got from Shout Factory's Roger Corman sale. And it was weird. I figured, hey, okay. I mean, the sale was okay. It wasn't fantastic. I mean, some of the titles were good price. Some of them were... but amazingly enough, I was going through it, and I actually needed a lot of them. So, yeah. First up, I picked up, the limited edition Meat Cleaver Massacre. Not part of the Roger Corman sale, so clearly I paid full price for that. But I also picked up the Women in Cages collection, which has the Big Bird Cage, Big Dollhouse, and Women in Cages. I don't know how that... I don't even remember seeing that come out. So maybe because it's a Shout Factory, isn't it? Yeah, most of the stuff I follow with that, would advertise this stuff was Scream Factory related, so I get it. Sometimes they don't advertise the Shout Factory stuff, but either way. Got The Wasp Woman. Classic old stuff. I don't know if it's classic really, but here's a classic. The Unborn. I was waiting to pick that one up. And I don't know why I didn't pick this one up right away when it first came out. The Slumber Party Massacre. I don't even have the sequels, but they weren't on sale, so... Saturday the 14th. It's been a long time since I saw that. I couldn't believe I didn't have this already, but Rock and Roll High School, had to get it. Maybe I do have it, I just haven't done it, because I haven't put my Shout Factories in yet. The Nest, yeah, so I finally made a list of all the Scream Factory titles, and what I see what I have, if I have a slipcover, if I just have the slipcover, not the actual, all that kind of stuff. I've documented all of that, so I have that all listed. I'm just going through my Shout Factory stuff now to add to it, so it is possible that I already own that, but whatever. The double feature, Naked Vengeance and Vendetta. Yeah, this is a Scream Factory release, but more a Shout Factory release if you ask me. Couldn't believe maybe I already have it. I don't know. It's possible I missed some, but I don't believe I have this. It's possible I have it in, I don't know. But I thought I bought this, and then it wasn't on my list, so I was like, okay, I guess I'll buy it again. Luckily it was, on sale. Munchies and Munchie. Munchie, not so much. Munchies, I love. I watched Munchies when it first came out on VHS, the week it came out on VHS. We rented that sucker, and I've loved it ever since, and I could have sworn that I picked it up the week it came out. At least I was thinking of picking it up. Here's another one that I thought I had, but my list says I didn't. The Mask of the Red Death. Now, I don't... Yeah, no, I've seen that movie. No, I don't know when the last time I saw this movie was. The Evil. It's good. That's a really memorable cover, man. I don't know. It's something about it. It's simple, but it works. Here we go. A lot of these I know I didn't pick up. They were Shout Factory releases, and I was going to grab them, and then the place that I was going to grab them from closed, so whatever. Forbidden World. I can't believe I didn't already have this, but Brain Dead. What are you gonna do? And then finally, Battle Beyond the Stars. Now this one I could have... Again, I could have sworn I had this one. I thought I even watched this somewhat recently. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is all of April. So yeah, let me know. Is there anything I really missed? I'm sure there is plenty I missed that came out in April. Let me know what I should be getting. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of everything I did get. You know, is there something I shouldn't have gotten? Is there a movie I have not watched yet that I should not have gotten? That's another question. But again, I don't really care. Anyways, do love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Till next video, take care. Have a good one.